This is Monica, everybody. Monica is part of the audience machine that we have every night here. Monica, I found out before the show started, because we were live and I was just watching Dave, wasn't he good? That Monica made a film. You made a film, didn't you, Monica?
Yes, I did.
Monica made a film. Wait. You haven't seen it. What's it about, Monica?
It is a cop drama called Cruelty, and...
Who's in it?
My partner, actually, is in the audience.
Oh, hello. Hi.
That's my co-producer, my co-writer, and the star of the movie.
How come you're up here, then, and she's sitting up there? That's going to cause a rift between you later. There'll probably you'll have to have some kind of pillow fight to sort that out, I'd imagine. Think of me as your creepy uncle. So so you made the film, and now when's it coming out?
Well, it's still in the process of being edited by my editor right now.
All right, this is the entire crew is here. Yeah, well, enough of that. When's it coming out, then?
We're hoping by the end of September, early October.
And will it be in independent movie theaters?
Absolutely.
Now, here's why I was talking to Monica. I'll speak quietly so she doesn't know. I used to work in independent film, and it's awful. And what happens is you get older and creepier and more bitter. Until you end up this. Hosting a sort of... It's not even a late-night talk show host thing, this, is it? I mean, really, let's be honest about it. Let's call it what it is. Pee-wee's Playhouse with no props. It's low-budget stoner television. Which is infinitely preferable to working in independent film. But I'm very excited to go and see, what's it called, Creepy? Cruelty. Go and see the movie Cruelty at that movie theatre where everyone goes, what the hell is that movie? And what is it? Is it in English?
Yes.
Well, there's a plus. There's a plus. And does it have any guinea pig spies in it? Then I won't be going.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you've got the Sandman at your door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thank you. That's enough, everybody. Thank you. Wow. Yes. All right. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Please. Save it. We've got a very weak show. You're going to be terribly disappointed, but I'm not disappointed. And I'll tell you why. I have never seen a more attractive studio audience in my life. Now, that's not to say they're not gullible, but they are attractive. Some of the ladies, too. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. Today, a very Historic anniversary today. It's on days like this we should remember history, so we're doomed not to repeat it. It was on this day in 1914, World War I started. Oh, that's right. Laugh at World War I, you bastard. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about another historic event. On this day in 2006, this was the day Mel Gibson went nuts. And do we have a graphic for Mel Gibson going nuts to remember the day? Mel Apocalypse with Superman. There he goes. All right, please. I told you it was a weak show. There you are. Yeah. It seems like yesterday, but only 3 years ago today, Mel Gibson went from being slightly crazy to very crazy indeed. The traditional 3-year anniversary gift is leather, so I'm getting Mel a muzzle. Now, there's happier news today. This is the day I've been waiting for all year. And in South America, they've been looking forward to all year. That's right, it's Peruvian Independence Day, everybody! Hooray! You got a graphic for Peruvian. Let's see here. Peruvian Independence Day. On this day in 1821, Peru declared independence from the Spanish. Now, they had been dominated by the Spanish conquistadors for a long time. I know how they feel. Call me Antonio Banderas. I've never been to Peru, but I hear it's lovely. Do we have a map of Peru? Let's have a look where it's... yeah, Peru. The Andes, there's the Andes there, and see a board. Now, that's true. Lake Titicaca is a real place. I know. Isn't that awesome? What do we call this lake? Lake Titicaca. Okay. I would love to go there. I would take a motorboat. By the way, Lake Titicaca is one of the world's great comedy locations. There's Lake Titicaca, there's Intercourse, Pennsylvania... and Bonerville, Kentucky. That's lovely. Might be a town. Shut up. Now, the biggest tourist attraction in Peru is Machu Picchu. It's called the Lost City. There's no lost cities in the US. Some people wish we could lose Reno, but that's just mean. I don't believe in that. Machu Picchu is very high up in the mountains. You have to climb up to see it. It's very popular if you're one of those athletic people that like to show off by doing stuff. That's my new judgy face. What do you think? Oh, I see you like to do stuff. I like it. I'm going to use this. This is going to be my new superpower. Yes, Machu Picchu, you've got to climb all the way up to it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience I hope to experience 0 times. But it's all climbing upstairs. I know. Once they get an elevator, I'll go. When people go to Machu Picchu, they have a very difficult time breathing because it's very high altitude. The same thing used to happen to Tom Cruise when he kissed Nicole Kidman. It's a joke. It's a joke. It was a joke. It was only a joke. I'm kidding. Tom Cruise never kissed Nicole Kidman. Now, I love this. It's so empowering. Everyone should try this. All of America, I want you to open up your windows and go like this. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu was built by the Incas. Now, the Incas are very fascinating people who ultimately vanished because they couldn't adapt to modern times. They were like the Aztecs or the Mayans or the Baldwins. They just couldn't do it. Do you know what's off the coast of Peru? Easter Island. Yup. I'd actually like to visit Easter Island. The Easter Island has those giant statues with the huge, freaky statuettes with the huge heads and the enormous chins. Can we see a picture of one of those things? Hey, look. Look at that thing now. You see that again? Yeah. Looks vaguely familiar to me. On a clear day, you can see the... Anyway, it's Peruvian Independence Day. Now, on this day of Peruvian independence, we should reflect on all the great things that Peru has given us. Like coffee. Coffee comes from Peru. People... No, wait. Don't applaud coffee. Coffee, just no. I draw the line. Did the professional warm-up comedians say that you have to applaud coffee if I mention coffee? Or just any noun? If you hear any noun, you know what that does? That makes me angry. Now, you don't want to get me angry, studio audience, because when I go, oh, I'm going to do it, there we go. That's my workout for the day. Coffee, yes, I've had a lot of it tonight. Now, Peruvians were also the first people to domesticate the potato. Ah, yes, before that, potatoes ran wild, killing people with their vicious potato attacks. Potatoes everywhere, looking at you with their terrible eyes. Peru has given us one terrible thing, though, something that's really awful. The Peruvian pan flute players. You know what I'm telling you, the guys with the... I'd rather listen to Simon and Garfunkel than hear the Peruvian flute version. And I like listening to Simon and Garfunkel as much as I like getting my nipples caught in a bear trap. Which actually... I kind of quite like. Call me Antonio Banderas. We have to take a break. We'll be right back. To the big Peruvian Independence Day show where we've gone Peruvian independence crazy. Yeah! Don't ever say yeah to that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do acting because there's filmmakers in the audience, so, you know, I might be a bit more hammy than usual. Is that possible? So I might do a bit more acting tonight in order to impress the filmmakers. I think there's been a murder. Do you know what? You know when Angela Lansbury was doing that thing that we sometimes do on the show, I think there's been a murder. What was it? Murder of an Angel or something, was it? Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, it was Touched by an Angel, wasn't it? Touched by the Angel of Death. No, there was... Because I was thinking she always turned up in a little guest house and then somebody got murdered. I mean, I'm not a detective, but there's certainly a pattern there. Anyway, it's Peruvian Independence Day. You know what the most popular food is in Peru? I googled this today. Guinea pig. Aha! I've tried guinea pig. I've tried it. It reminds me of beaver. I'm kidding. I am kidding. I've never eaten guinea pig. In Peru, right, they eat 65 million guinea pigs a year. I know. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of guinea pigs. And they have it in all different ways. They serve it guinea pig. They serve the guinea pig in the plates. You can get it guinea pigs in a blanket. You can get that. Guinea pig hot pockets. You got your guinea pig Newtons. You've got you can have your I can't believe it's not hamster. You can get everything. You know, if I had a movie coming out now, though, I'd want guinea pigs to be in it, because that's what everybody wants. The guinea pig movies, that's the big movie now. Everybody's talking about that guinea pig movie. Everywhere else in the world, that movie makes people laugh, they enjoy it. You know, pigs solve crimes, guinea pigs solve crimes. But in Peru, it just makes them hungry. And do you know what? I've seen the trailer for the movie. I've seen the movie 5 times. And one of the guinea pigs says in the movie, "Yippee-ki-yay coffee maker." And I'm like, that is fantastic. A really good substitute for a really bad word, because everybody knows what word they're replacing. You get these coffee-making snakes off of my coffee-making plane. I'm gonna use it from now on. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the big Do we have time for email? This is from Kevin in Loganville, Wisconsin. Kevin says, "Dear Craig, if a product claims to kill 99.9% of germs, wouldn't the germs left be the strongest and deadliest?" P.S. You should really try cheese curds. Really is from Wisconsin, then. I would try cheese curds, but they contain the 0.1% of germs that survive. Did they still say that? Does that company advertise on CBS? Kills 99. They do now. This is from Virginia in Blackwell, Oklahoma. Virginia says, "Dear Craig, the local librarians need a judge for our taffy pool. Are you available?" What's a taffy pool? I actually grew up in Oklahoma. What is a taffy pool? Does anyone know what a taffy pool is? You pull taffy? What do you need a judge for that for? That's just to see who pulls taffy the best? That's what the competition is? I can't judge your taffy pull. I can't even hit the desk. I'm losing the power of shunning. There you go. Taffy pull, eh? I don't know. Did you get you pull taffy? You just eat taffy? Seems pointless pulling taffy. All right, this is from Rachel in Indiana. Yeah. I can't say it. This is from Rachel in... Rachel says, "Dear Craig, how can I become a dancer for your opening sketch routines?" Well, that's quite easy. First thing you've got to do is drink tequila obsessively for about 20 years. Oh, no, that's me. No, I think, I don't know. We don't have dancers. We just have people who work around here. You know, they come in and they dance around, but it's not proper dancers. It's not like So You Think You Can Dance or that new one, Dance, You Fat Bastard. What's the name of that show? When they get fat people and go, dance, and they're like, What is that show? That's cruel, that show. I hate that. You know they're saying they're empowering fat people? Ooh la la! They're empowering fat people. They're not. They're laughing at fat people and making them dance. And then they're laughing at them because they're fat and they've got tiny little feet like hooves. And making them dance. That's not right. It's not right. All right, this is from Jessica in Farmingdale, or in Maine. Jessica says, "Hey, Craig, so I'm 14 and have been watching you for a couple of years and just found out that 2 other members of my family secretly watch you, but we don't talk about it." Wait a minute, there's something blocked out by the censor. What does it say? So we don't talk about it. I'm sorry you're so lame. You're sorry I'm lame. Acting. We out of time? You're out of time. I don't give a rat's ass. You're out of time. One night you'll be right out of time. Right out of time. You'll have to go and get a job. Jason in Rochester, New York says, "Dear Craig, my dog is pregnant. Do you want a puppy?" No, I don't want a puppy, and I'll tell you why. I got 3 dogs now. 3 dogs. 3 of the fartiest dogs in the world. German Shepherd, big sausagey fartness. Jack Russell, aggressive little Irish drunken fartiness. And a French Bulldog, the smell that comes out of that dog. There's somebody that enjoys cheese curds. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the big show where it only remains for me to say we haven't really even started yet. If you've made it this far, you know, if you know anything about the show, you know the crap bit is over and now the guests start coming out and things will get better now. It's less about me going, "Oh, look at me. Oh, I'm Scottish. Oh, I'm chicken monkey. My first guest tonight is the chief international correspondent for CNN. What the hell is she doing here? The new documentary Generation Islam premieres August the 13th. Take a look at this.
With his father too ill to work, Anwar is the sole support for his family. He never has any time for fun. But he's about to get some today. This is Skaterstan, a program that lets children be just children.
Please welcome the very lovely Christiane Amanpour, everybody.
It's so nice to be here.
I'm very glad you're here. Now, the last time I saw you... we don't need that. The last time I saw you, you probably didn't... Well, you probably saw me, but we didn't talk. I was at the White House Correspondence.
I saw you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you were in the audience.
Yes, I was, and you were very good.
No, I wasn't. But I do confess I did look down your top.
Did you? Are you doing that now?
No, I'm not doing it now. I've gone past all that part of my life. But right then, I was standing... the president was there, and I looked down your top.
Was it a good top?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yes. So, tell me about the kids in... Where is that, Iran?
That's Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah. So what we decided to do was look at the next generation of Muslims around the world.
Okay.
President Obama saying, new step forward, turn the page with the Muslim world, and that America can't afford to have the next generation seeing America as the enemy.
Right.
So we went out to check out the young people, whether they were kids, adolescents, young 20s, people trying to get jobs. We went to Afghanistan, a little in Pakistan, Gaza, and the West Bank. And really what we found was extraordinary and actually very hopeful. Skateistan is a little sort of snapshot of how
Who did that
people
then? Who
want
put
to
that
be-
together, Skateistan?
A young Australian called Perkovich, and he basically...
Just one name like Sting?
I know, I know, really. Came from Yugoslavia, obviously went to Australia, and now into Afghanistan. A big journey, a little bit like, I don't know, Peru or something, whatever. And he decided that kids needed something more than just to be trapped in this prison of hopelessness and emptiness. And he gave these little kids, a little bit of fun.
What's the infrastructure like in Afghanistan? Because I think a lot of people think of Afghanistan as like desert terrain and fighting, and there is that going on, of course.
Yeah.
But the towns exist, like that city there. It was
That's Kabul, the capital.
Right.
You know, I come from Iran. I was raised in Iran. And I remember back in the 70s, friends of mine used to go to Kabul as a vacation spot. Imagine that. Yes, it was beautiful. It still is, actually. The air is nice. There's hunting. There's polo.
There's hunting,
there's all of that kind of stuff. Different hunting in those days. And so it really is actually beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful places I've been. On the other hand, there are areas that are unlivable, that are very dangerous, particularly for journalists. You know, the New York Times correspondent, months and months being kidnapped by the Taliban until he escaped.
Do you ever worry about that when you go there?
I do worry, actually, more and more, because more and more the bad guys, no matter what country they're in, they really want to shut down the message. Therefore, shut down the messenger, which basically means kidnapping, killing, wounding, throwing out.
Well, that would be the normal extension of what the bad guys have always done. Like Stalin shut down everything from Russia. The Chinese communists shut down everything after Tiananmen Square. Everybody, for these kind of guys to succeed, they have to stop anything coming in from the outside.
That's absolutely right. But the problem is that now it's really physical targeting of journalists, deliberate targeting. The Committee to Protect Journalists says that now, for the umpteenth year in a row, the leading cause of death for journalists is deliberate. In other words, people murdering us.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the leading cause of death for journalists, which is slightly skewed from the normal population.
Maybe it's time to, fly a desk in Washington or something like that. I mean, is it time to slow down a bit, or are you still
I don't know
drawing
about
out there?
slow down, because I'm still, in love with being in the field. That's my passion, that's my commitment, that's what I just adore. But I am going to be starting a program in September 21st, which will bring, hopefully, all that I've learned in the field over 20 years into a studio setting and do interviews, go more in depth, more context, more perspective.
Is this about motherhood as well as the fact you have a young child now and you feel kind of uncomfortable going there?
You know as well what it's like to be the parent of a young child.
I do, but I don't go into dangerous areas. The most dangerous area I go to is perhaps Hollywood Boulevard.
Well, which can be dangerous.
If you know the places to go.
I guess what I do is extreme. I used to shield my son from it, and I still do, in that he doesn't watch television, he doesn't watch television news, he didn't know where I was going. I remember once my little boy, I said to him when we were on vacation, I said, you are Mummy's favorite little traveling companion. He said to me, but Mummy, then why don't you take me to Afghanistan and Iraq? And, so I had to say, well, no, I can't do that. But now, you know how boys are, they quite like guns and things like that. So when I tell him I go to war and what does he feel about it, he thinks it's cool. But I do have to be careful, obviously much more careful than I used to be.
Were you very cavalier about it when you were younger?
I tell you the truth, I've thought a lot about this. I think it's a function of age. I think it's a function of experience. I think if you look at the soldiers today, it's not an accident that the main people fighting the wars are young people.
It was always that way,
Precisely. I think because when you're young, you have a sense of immortality a little bit. Not infallibility, immortality, and you're invulnerable. But I think as you grow older, you get more sensible and you know much more, how...
You get crankier as well, because if you look at that... No, I've noticed that. I shook my fist at the audience earlier.
I saw that.
I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. But I think what happens, whenever there's a call-up, whenever there's a draft, for any army, any time in the world, they always draft the young men first, because older people are like, go fight it yourself, I'm not going.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
You get crankier and you get and less likely.
You know what's on the other end.
And I also think, I'm 47 now, I start thinking, I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm pushing the odds for me. I get a little nervous about it. And I don't do much.
Why? Talk show host?
But that's all.
But hey, you know, you're over it.
You can do that again if you like. Do you ever wonder when, because you, as you say, you're from Iran, but that was before the revolution in
79.
79.
My father's Iranian.
Right.
My mom's English. I grew up and was raised in Iran. And that's really been a big help because obviously we left at a certain period. I came to the United States to go to university, to join CNN 26 years ago nearly.
Is it difficult to keep I mean, you must have a feeling about this, though, about this country. This is, you know, it's
right.
in your blood.
It is, and I've been covering it for 20 years. But I just think speaking the language, knowing the culture, knowing people there has really helped me as a correspondent because it means that I can get beyond the stereotype and get behind the headline and the cliche and show a different side, a different perspective, which is what we've tried to do in Afghanistan.
What about your own politics, though? Do you find yourself in accord with Ahmadinejad, or are you perhaps...
what do you think?
I don't see you as a big Ahmadinejadi.
You know, I know it's very fashionable and trendy to wear your politics on your sleeve right now.
Right.
But I just don't.
Good for you.
I just don't. And I feel, to be very honest with you, that if I went and treated every story through my own political lens, then how's anybody to know what's true, or at least as close to the objective truth?
That's what journalists used to do.
Right.
Cronkite, you're never
This
quite
one
sure
still
about.
does.
I mean, and your career looks a little bit like Cronkite's as well. If you know, I mean, the you know, going into the field, going into dangerous situations, and then doing what you're doing now, coming back and using that in the anchor chair.
You're really flattering me, but he is obviously a role model for that precise reason. Not because he became famous and a great anchor, but because of all the things he did to get there, and field reporting was it.
Yeah.
And his integrity, his credibility. I sought him out a few years ago because I really just wanted to meet him. Yes, I wanted to meet him. I wanted to talk to him about some of the incredible things that he did, whether it was about the Vietnam War, whether it was when he got his start in World War II. You know, there's something about war and being in a dangerous situation and feeling like you're part of a band of brothers and sisters that's really bonding. I mean, you've really seen the extreme side of life.
Whenever I talk to troops who have been hurt in the field, when you go to Walter Reed or any of the other places, excuse me, overseas, that everyone, without exception, wants to get back.
They do.
Wants to get back to their company.
They really do. They really do. And there's something really special about that.
Yeah.
And he was so special. And I think we really will miss him, even though journalism has changed so much. He still remains for me a role model. So I really wanted to thank him, ask him, you know, what he did and how he did it, and he was great.
I'd love to hear that. We're completely out of time. Will you come back and see us again?
Love to.
It's not very dangerous here.
It's pretty dangerous.
Not dangerous at all. Christiane Amanpour, everybody. We'll be right back. My next guest is the star of The Big Bang Theory, which is Mondays on CBS. Oh, yeah, I like them. All right, take a look.
Okay, I have just one question for you. Well, I am perfectly happy with the way things are between us. You said that you didn't want to go out with me because I was too smart for you. Well, newsflash, lady. David Underhill is 10 times smarter than me. You'd have to drive a railroad spike into his brain for me to beat him at checkers. Next to him, I'm like one of those sign language gorillas who knows how to ask for grapes. So, my question is, what's up with that?
Please welcome Johnny Galecki, everybody. Johnny Galecki. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Beardy Weirdy. Look
I
at
know,
you.
I'm sorry. I must apologize for my appearance.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I don't look like a Muppet junkie or anything like that.
Yes,
Okay,
you
is
do.
that the new book?
And that's fantastic. No, it's very dashing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You look as if you could be almost Belgian.
Okay. You must have heard I was born in Belgium.
I did you on the
Yes.
Wikipedia today.
Did you really?
Yeah. It says you're Belgian. That can't be true, of course.
No, it's not true.
All right. Well,
No,
there
not at all. No, I'm not of Belgian descent. But I was born there on an Air Force base.
That
in
makes you
Antwerp.
Belgian to me, mister.
All right, let's go with it.
No,
it
no,
does
you-
sound. There's something sexy about that.
It's
I like
good.
it.
Yeah, you could be
I
into-
need that with a beard. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's go.
Why have you got a beard anyway?
It's for the first episode of this coming season, which I don't know how much I can divulge about. And then also, I was up in New York doing a play with your buddy, Louis Black.
Oh, I love Louis
Yeah,
Black.
who's a
He's not-
fantastic playwright.
He wrote the play?
I didn't know that either. Yeah, he wrote the play.
He wrote the play? Louis writes plays?
I'd go figure.
Did he grow a
You
beard
know
as well?
from The Daily Show? Louis Black. That guy?
You know, this is Louis.
Yeah.
That's Louis. I love Louis. He's very,
I
very
do
clever.
too.
He didn't grow a beard too, did he?
No, he did not.
All right, good.
I
That's
should
a
have
relief.
asked him to.
No.
Yeah.
Was he in the play or did he just write
He
it?
just wrote it.
So he was just
wrote
saying, that's not how you should do it. What
Yes. Pretty much.
was
yeah.
the play about?
It was about a wedding gone awry.
Oh.
Yeah. It's called Slight Hitch. He's a very, very good writer.
Yeah, no, he's very clever.
Yeah. And he told me to tell you that he and I spent 2 weeks together in upstate New York and that we did not get arrested, which I don't know. There was a little bit of racketeering going on, but other than that, I don't know if that had more to do with your history. Did you meet in prison or something? I don't know. I don't know why.
We met in prison.
Yeah, all right.
We shared a cell.
Yeah.
And love.
Yeah. Well,
So listen,
you know him
with
better than I.
The Big Bang Theory,
Yes.
which that's all the rage with the kids now. It's the #1 show on TV. Did
It's
you
a-
know that?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's the #1 show, not
that
just in
true?
America, but in the world.
I knew it was #1 in Latin America.
No,
'cause we went down.
everywhere
Okay,
in
I'm
the
gonna
world.
go- I like
Everywhere
that
in the
too.
world.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
and in America. American Idol now is in like
People don't
fourth
even watch
place.
it.
Yeah, they don't
Really?
even watch it anymore.
It's really caught on. It's fantastic. We were just in
very
Comic-Con.
funny show.
Thank you very much.
You went where, sorry?
Comic-Con in San Diego. It's a massive convention.
Oh, yes.
And it was our second year there, and it's just amazing, the fans that come out. It's thousands and thousands of fans. It's the
Oh, it's
closest...
because you play geeks on the show and sometimes geeks like science fiction?
Well, that's what I was worried about last year. I thought it was a terrible idea to take the show down there. And this
Right.
is one of the many reasons that I should never be in public relations. I thought it was a horrible idea, and that because these are very serious collectors, that they would kind of run us out of town because it's that nerd show coming and they assume that we're geeks. But it was the exact opposite. They were like, thank you for uniting us. And thousands of people turned down. I mean, it's just the most effusive, supportive environment.
Are you quite geeky? Because you don't look very geeky with your beard and your eyebrows and everything.
No.
Yeah, you look like you're quite macho looking. I suspect you probably,
I
chop
have my-
logs or have
my
a
geeky-
motorcycle or something.
I do have a motorcycle.
See,
yes.
told you. There you are,
Yeah.
motorcycle.
And you used to ride, or do you still ride?
I still have a motorcycle.
Oh, do you?
I don't get on it
You had
anymore.
a-
I'm too afraid.
Someone told me an Indian. Are you really? Did you have a close call?
No, you know what happened? Oh, no, I had an accident.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I came out. It wasn't on my bike. I wouldn't crash my bike. It's a great bike. But I borrowed another bike from someone else, and I had an accident. Broke my collarbone, 3 ribs.
Oh, see, that'll do it.
Oh, it was
And
sore.
you have a son now too, so that's I'm trying to get it out of
and
my
I'm a
system
father, so
before
it's the whole kind of trying not to encourage him to ever
Understood.
get on a motorcycle ever.
Yeah, I spent some time doing that this summer too. I rented one and went through the lakes in Wisconsin. Didn't try cheese curds.
Oh.
I don't know why one would with the word curd.
Yeah, I know.
I can't really think of a more unappealing word. For a snack.
No. Curds are lovely. There are curds. There are people who are called curds.
Oh, well, that's
different. You're looking like a racist now.
That's a very different. See, you seemed very knowledgeable about geography during the monologue, but I didn't know that Lake Titicaca was a real place either.
Yeah,
I learned something.
Yeah. It's Lake Titicaca, and but you can't get cheese curds there.
That's all right.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, you never know. We'll have to go and see. That
ever
you
do-
struck
do you-
gold with.
Yeah, that's good, isn't
I'm
it?
stealing that.
Yeah.
That's going to be in season 3 on the show. Absolutely.
Well, that means people will see it.
That's a good point.
If I do it here, it remains a secret. Johnny, we're completely out of time. Listen, good luck with the next season. The show
Thank
is
you so much.
fantastic. It just gets better and better and better. And,
Thank
and
you
give our
very
best
much.
to everybody on the cast.
Will
and
do.
we'll see you soon. Johnny Galecki, everybody. Johnny Galecki.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
I can't talk anymore. We talked too long. I'm completely out of time. It only remains for me to say,